What's good, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok? It's your boy Willie Way, back with another NBA content video. In this NBA content video, we're gonna be talking about how Jeff Teague said that his 2014 to 15 Hawks could sweep the Thunder and they could beat the Pacers, and that the 2014 to 15 Washington Wizards could also beat the Thunder and the Pacers. So as of right now, it is 2:28 a.m. But I want to get this video out because I got work in the morning. Even though, I'm supposed to be asleep right now, but I said, fuck it, I want to get this video out because Jeff Teague is bugging. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's crazy, but let's get into the vid. So, let's talk about the Atlanta Hawks from 2014 to 15. So, they won 60 games, you know. They lost in the conference finals. They got swept, but we're going to get to that later. I just wanted to say that. Their coach was Mike Budenholzer. Great regular season coach. He won the title with the Bucks in 2021. So do I feel like he's one of the greatest coaches of all time? No, but I feel like he's like in that respectable coach, bracket. Like he's a respectable, good coach. He got the job done in 2021. So I can't really say he's overrated, even though I feel like he is at times. But he'll get you to the playoffs. Outside of this year. But anyway, my fault. Anyway, let's go to the let's see the teams that the Hawks faced in the playoffs, and let's see if the Thunder and the Pacers are worse than them or better than them. So the Hawks faced the Nets in the first round. Obviously they're the first seed because they won 60 games. The Nets was the eighth seed. They won 2 games as the eighth seed, by the way. But the Hawks was gonna sweep the Thunder, but y'all let an 8 seed win 2 games. Okay, all right. 8 seed, that's like an actual 8 seed, not no. Like they could have been a higher seed, but injuries. Not that like that Nets team was the definition of an 8 seed. But anyway, let's get to the team. So it's gonna be a long video, so bear with me. So the leading scorer for that Nets series was Damari Carroll. He averaged 17, 7, and 3. Paul Millsap averaged 16, 10, and 3. Corver averaged 15. Horford averaged a double-double, 14 and 10. Jeff Teague averaged 14 and 8. So, great team effort by the Hawks. That's how they used to win games, team effort. There was never a real number one option on this team, which is why people were speculating, like, if they was a great team or not. And every time a great team, like in this era, don't really pan out, they just go to this team because they don't know who was the guy, just like this team. But anyway, so they won in 6 games against, Brook Lopez is definitely in his prime. That was one, Brook Lopez on the Nets was a star. Joe Johnson, he was 33, but Joe Johnson's still a bucket. Jared Jack, Darren Williams, this is when D-Will was washed, his knees was done. But I remember it was a game he looked like he was in Utah against them, but, the Hawks was going to beat the Thunder. Anyway, okay. Brook Lopez, Joe Jackson, wow. Joe Johnson, Jared Jack, D-Will, Allen Anderson, Thaddeus Young, Boyan, Bogdanovich, Mason Plumlee. The Thunder and the Pacers are killing this team. We already know this. Okay. Let's go to the next round. So they faced the Wizards, the team that he also said that could beat the Thunder Pacers in the second round. So they beat the Wizards in 6 games, By the way, fun fact, y'all won't only play 3 games in this series, and they still won 2 games. But like Jeff Teague said, they could sweep the Thunder and and the Pacers. But they made how old was Paul Pierce around this time? I just want to know. Paul Pierce was 37 years old. They made a 37-year-old Paul Pierce hit a game winner, I think, to tie the series. I think to tie the series. If y'all, somebody please fact check for me, because I remember he had a game winner on them at 37 years old. But, anyway. Al Horford was the leading scorer with 17. DeMar Carroll averaged 17. I ain't gonna lie. DeMar Carroll was a great role player though. I ain't gonna lie. Teague averaged 16 and 4 and 7. Paul Millsap averaged 16 and 8. Shooter averaged 11. So like I said, the Hawks was a great team effort team, but if if you don't really know, you never know who's gonna be the clear cut guy, which is why they got swept in the third round. Which we're gonna get into that soon. Cause if Damari Carroll's your leading scorer in the series, I am not scared of you. I am not scared of you, bro. Like I'm not. If Jeff Teague your leading scorer in a playoff series, I'm not scared of you. Horford and Millsap make more sense because they are actual stars. No disrespect to Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague was cold. That nigga, he was nice. DeMar Carroll was a great role player. Corver was I don't gotta say too much. One of the greatest shooters ever, but they wasn't really all stars. Let's keep it a buck. So, they faced Bradley Beal, Paul Pierce, Otto Porter, Marcin Gortat, John Wall, Ramon Sessions in their name. Drew Gooden, yeah, etc. So that was his team it was a good team to watch, around that time, but they wasn't no crazy special team. Because if John Wall, Bradley Beal not doing nothing, this game, this team really not was it all that well. Actually, let me not say that because I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes Gortat and Otto Porter used to look like all stars. I ain't gonna lie. John Wall made this whole team outside of Bradley Beal and honestly Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was old, but in his prime he was cold. He was one of the best players in the league. Anyway, yeah, this Wizards team, the Pacers and the Thunder's beating this Wizards team. I'm gonna just say that right now. I don't see the Wizards beating the Thunder. The Thunder will sweep the Wizards. I'll probably give John Wall a game, maybe. I don't know. It depends, I don't know. But I feel like the Thunder gonna sweep them. The Pacers, I think the Pacers could beat them in 6 or 5. I feel like the Pacers have a better roster than this Wizards team. I'm just looking at it as a perspective. But anyway, yeah, so that's the second round. So the third round, they faced the Cleveland Cavaliers. So fun fact, they got swept, obviously. I told y'all that. Kyrie Irving only played 2 games, and Kevin Love didn't play because he got injured in the first round. So let's look at this cast named Braun, JR, Tristan Thompson, Timothy Mozgov, Dellavedova, Iman Shumpert. Okay, look. LeBron is arguably the greatest player of all time, but the Thunder could definitely beat this Cavs team. I'm sorry. I'm going to just be honest. It's not going to be easy, but the Thunder will definitely win, in my opinion. Pacers, it's like 50-50. LeBron probably could beat that Pacers team, though. The Pacers, their defense is mad inconsistent, But the Pacers could definitely win, too, but LeBron probably gonna send them home. But I don't think he's gonna send that Thunder team home. I don't think I understand how great that Thunder team is though. Like I don't understand. I don't think I understand. They have an MVP on that team, bro. Like, and they have one of the deepest rosters in the NBA. They have the best defense in the NBA. Like I don't get it. So Jeff Teague was the leading scorer. He averaged 21. Great series for Jeff Teague. That's great for Jeff Teague because he's not a scoring first point guard. He's a pass first. And after that, 14, 11, 11. 14, 11, 11, and 10. Like, Kent Bazemore, your fourth leading scorer. This team is not, come on, bro. This team was not great, bro. Regular season, they was, but serious, like, playoff-wise, no. No, they not. Bro, the Thunder is sweeping y'all. You're not sweeping them. They sweeping y'all. Y'all not, bro. Bro, y'all couldn't, bro. Paul Millsap at Al Horford was struggling with Tristan Thompson and Timothy Mozgov. You think he's not going to struggle with Shannon Hardenstein? Come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it, bro. So, yeah, that's the Hawks, bro. Right? So, that Wizards team, right? I already showed y'all the Wizards team, bro. They're not, bro. Let's go to the teams the Thunder and the Pacers are facing. The Thunder faced the Memphis Grizzlies, right? They won in 4. I know people saying, "Oh, if Ja was healthy, they would have, they could have made a respectable series." They still was gonna lose. Shut up. Anyway, Scottie Pippen Jr., Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bain, John Morant, Santiago Aldama, Zach Edey, Luke Kennard, Marvin Bagley, Rich Williams, John. They got a deep ass team. I ain't gonna lie. A healthy Grizzlies team could definitely beat that Grizzlies. I mean that Hawks team. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. That Grizzlies team could definitely beat that Hawks team. Let me know if I'm bugging. The Hawks could have a great chance, if Ja, keep getting hurt. But a fully healthy Ja with that team against that team, I ain't gonna lie. The Hawks losing in six. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if I'm bugging. All right, next round. The Timberwolves. Oh, ooh, my fault. That's third round. My fault. My bad. Hold on. Is this the Nugget series? Okay, boom. All right. So look at this. Look, they faced Jokic, Murray, Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, Russ, MPJ, Julian Starter, Payne Watson. Yeah, these don't matter. The others don't matter. And DeAndre Jordan, this ain't Clippers, so I'm not really gonna bring him up. Anyway, bro, this is one of Jokic's worst series of his career. Bro, 48% for Jokic is not good. Like, that's not good for Jokic. That's actually decent for Jokic, bro. We made Jokic shoot 48 from the field. Bro, did you see how the way we guarded Jokic, bro? And you think, bro, imagine how the Thunder would guard that Hawks team, bro. You would think watching basketball would be illegal, bro. I'm not gonna lie though, this Nuggets team is gonna beat that Hawks team too. Facts, facts. And let me know that Hawks team. I mean, this Nuggets team is gonna beat that Hawks team in six. Jokic is gonna kill them. Murray's gonna kill them. Aaron Gordon especially. Christian Ball maybe. Russ might have fun in that series, bro. Like, come on. Next round, bro. The Timberwolves, bro. I know they lost in five, but the Thunder's just one of the greatest teams of all time. I'm gonna just say that. I'm sorry. The Timberwolves got Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle, JD McDaniels, Nikhil Alexander Walker, DiVincenzo, Nas Reed, Terrence Shannon, Rudy Gobert, Bum Ash, Mike Conley. These others don't really matter. They don't play. I hope Rob Dillon gets minutes next year. But anyway, bro, this Timberwolves team is beating our Hawks team too in 5 or 6. Bro, who on that Hawks team stopping Ant? Let's keep it a buck. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, come on, yo, who's watching? Whoever's listening, bro, whoever's gonna watch this, bro, vid, tell me, bro, who is stopping that? Who on the Hawks is gonna maintain Ant? Like how the Thunder did. Nobody. Who's stopping Julius Randle? JD might kill him. Alexander Walker, bro, that whole team, bro. I'm gonna get tight, bro. That team got me tight, bro. So let's go to the teams the Pacers face, right? They beat the Bucks in 5. Giannis, Gary Trent, Bobby Portis, Kevin Porter, AJ Green, Kuzma, Brook Lopez. Dame got hurt. I already know. All right, look. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on Jeff Teague, but yo, I still think the Bucks could beat the Hawks without. I don't know. Doc Rivers a choke artist. I don't know. Damn, I don't know. This might all right. The Hawks could beat this Bucks team, but it's not gonna be easy. I don't think Giannis gonna lose in 5 though. But if Giannis win this series, he's winning in 6 or 7. Well, if the Hawks win this series, they're gonna win in 6. That's how I feel. Okay, next round. They face the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Max Strus, Darius Garland, Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, Sam Merrill, Okoro. Them other niggas don't matter. Anyway, all right. So Javonte Green actually a good role player. He just, can't shoot like that. But anyway, so boom, I ain't gonna lie, fully healthy. I got the Cavs killing these niggas. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Even though y'all said, oh, they the Hawks, word. Fuck you, nigga, right? I get it. Now look, if Mitch lose this series, it's because his team weak as hell. Mitch never had a team that's like dogs. He never been next to dogs. So if the Cavs lose, it's because they're pussy, honestly. But if they actually want to be great, I still think a fully healthy Cavs team against that Hawks team, I got the Cavs killing them, bro. In 5. In 5, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care how weak Mitch's teammates are. The Hawks getting fried, bro. Mobley gonna have Horford in hell. Actually, I don't know because Siakam's fake bugging. Let me not talk about. I don't want to. This Cavs team irritated me because they ruined it. They about to ruin Mitch prom. But anyway, um, last team, the New York Knicks. Okay, if y'all feel like I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I just gotta, I gotta get this video out for y'all. Feel me? I gotta say every detail. But anyway, so the Knicks got Jalen. They facing the Knicks right now. They just lost. They was about to go to Game 6. But anyway, they face Jalen Brunson, Cat, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Miles McBride, Mitchell Robinson, Campaign, Landry Shamet, Delon Wright, President Tour. So boom, look, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this next team could definitely beat that Hawks team. I'm not gonna lie, bro. In 5 or 6, like I don't want to sound like I'm hating on the Hawks. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring up the Wizards. My fault. All them teams I really said is gonna beat the Wizards team too. But I think the only team the Hawks and the Wizards have a chance against is the Bucks because Giannis gonna have to play like a god every single game, and the Wizards and the Hawks could maneuver that shit a little, depending how they play defense. But that's the only team they got a chance against. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I don't even know what y'all think, bro. I'm out of here, bro. Yeah, have a good night.